This is ConstructIT, an app for recording, visualizing, and predicting construction sales and costs. This is the app interface, where you can see a login and sign up button. We're going to go through the sign up user flow. There's individual account, a small company account, a large company account. We're going to go with large company. You enter in the company name. We're going to put construction guys. You enter in an email and a username. We're going to put Big Creator 34 and you sign up. And that takes you to a Stripe free trial, 3-day free trial screen where you're going to get 3 days free and then you'll get charged the amount after the free trial. You enter in the credit card information and this is saved for recurring payment per month. And that gets processed. Then you can log in. Login was successful. All the data gets populated, and this data is accessible to all members of the organization. So if we have a large company, each 12 members of the organization has access to the data. It's a multi-page table, so you can scroll through the table by clicking the pages. It's an editable table, so you can go in and edit the values. And when you update those values, the cost updates in the database as well. So you can rest assured that as you update the costs, the overall cost is being updated as well. You can sort the table based on the columns. Here you can sort it based on operating cost or subcontractor cost, or even sort based on the start and end date. You can add a new project with the project creation form, where you enter a project name, project type, the square footage of the project, materials costs, labor cost, operating costs such as insurance and rental fees, subcontractor costs. Then you enter a start date with the date selector and an end date with the date selector. The overall cost is calculated automatically, and then you put in a sales price. Click submit and it gets added to the database, and the sales and cost data over time are updated dynamically when you submit the data. This is the sales and cost data over time. On the chart on top, you can see individual points and the amount, the sale price or the total cost. And this is the cost data over time, where you can actually take off individual data sets in order to view just one data set, or you can add them back in for dynamic viewing. This is the prediction panel down below, where you can predict costs given a square footage value. Here we'll enter in 100,000 square foot. It predicts labor costs, material costs, operating costs, and subcontractor costs, given the historical data that it knows about your project database. You can also predict time to completion. For a 100,000 square foot project, it would be 150 days given what it knows about the database. And you can predict the sales price. Sales price would be 800,000 or around 800,000 given what it knows about projects in the database. This is the AI assistant that you can ask questions to in natural language. And it says list the ROI on the projects in increasing order. List the ROI on the projects. Tower by the Bay was 27%. At Templeton was 51%. And it goes all the way up to Riverton Drive, which was 71%. Next it says predict sales going forward. Predicted sales going forward would be That's not exactly what I was looking for, so I asked predict sales for the next year, each month. And it gives me an estimate of the next quarter at least. It's better than it was before. So that's the AI assistant portion. This is the user menu, where it has company name, plan, username, email, and user role. And you can click on the admin button if you're an admin and invite people to the organization using their email address. And this sends an invite email to them that has a link that they can click on to make a username and access to data. And you can make that user an admin. And you can manage your subscriptions down below by canceling your subscription. When you cancel a subscription, it logs you out, but you can log back in, but you just don't have access to your data anymore. So it won't be able to fetch your data, and the plan will be noted as disabled, but you can still upgrade your plan. In the upgrade panel here, it's introducing ConstructIT. Why I choose ConstructIT? It's got intelligent data recording, dynamic visualizations, AI-driven predictions, and it's built for construction professionals. So that's the overall sales pitch. And it's got an individual, small, and large company plan buttons. We're going to go with the large company. Upgrade was successful. Now the plan you can see is large company, and when you refresh the page, all the data comes back so you don't lose your data if you cancel your subscription. This is the help panel where it's got project creation, managing projects, AI assistance, the account management, upgrading the plan, managing users, password reset. And this is to give an overall idea of how to use the application. It's got customer support down below. And then you log out of the application. And that's the current state of ConstructIT AI.